So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to bring you my first video on FIFA 20. The game has finally arrived, we've got it on EA Access, early access now, and we're able to do some banging, hopefully, career mode content. Let me know if you're excited for the game down in the comments section below. What are you most looking forward to? What players are you most looking forward to signing on career mode? All of that jazz. Now, today's video is going to be the best hidden gems in FIFA 20 career mode. Do you know about the usual wonder kids? Your Matties Delicts, Kylian Mbappe's, Vinicius Juniors. But with dynamic potential this year, there's plenty of players that you can raise to the same sort of overalls as those classic and traditional players. So today I'm going to be showing you those underrated players. It might change your lives, probably not. It's month, maybe. It might change your day, I don't know. If you go on to enjoy the video as well, slap a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to the channel. There's plenty more FIFA 20 videos coming. This is literally just the start. So let's jump into the players, and first of all we've got Lazeck from Sparta Prague. I'm going to assume it's that the H is silent, otherwise it's Lazeck, which just isn't as good a name. But the 16-year-old from Sparta Prague, 70 overall, very new to the game given his age is so low. Can play as a right winger, striker, and also as a right midfielder as well. Now this guy is gonna be sick. I can't give you like official potentials yet because they just simply haven't been worked out on sites like SoFIFA. They're really unreliable as well. I can only go by the actual statuses these guys have when you try and sign them. This guy is an exciting prospect, so his potential is somewhere between 86 and 89. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, very tricky customer, high attacking work rate, and someone you should definitely go for from the Czech League or the rest of the world section, which is a very unique place to buy players from, I feel, these days. Second player in this video is Ibrahim Soco. Now, from the get-go, don't get put off by this guy's lack of pace. I've heard pace is quite a big thing this year, but realistically, he's going to be a holding midfielder. I know his technical position is that traditional centre-mid position. If you look at his stats, he will firmly be deployed as a holding mid. This guy is going nowhere near any sort of attack. Got good passing on him, but his stand tackling is really good. His strength is already 87, despite only being 21 years of age. His overall is 71. He's showing great potential, so that potential value is going to be somewhere between 80 and 85, but obviously don't forget he can grow if he signs for you due to dynamic potential. 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot on this guy. High defensive work rate, which is always great for a holding midfielder, and he's also 6'4". He's massive. The man is a man mountain, and he'll be very good going forward in terms of aerial ability at corners, etc. Sporting's Eduardo Charesma is next up. Portuguese, 65 overall centre-back. This guy's been getting a lot of hits on SoFIFA because his potential was recorded on there as being 88. I can't really tell whether it's going to be that good. He is showing great potential, so theoretically, it's only going to be between 80 and 85. That's what I'm saying. Some of the websites like that are really inconsistent because potential does change. But again, like Sissoko, there's no reason why he couldn't grow to 88 with some training and also some really good game time when you sign him in career mode. Some really solid defensive stats already to say he's only 17 years of age. Medium attacking and defensive work rate, 3-star weak foot. Not massively important for a centre-back, but at least he can play the ball out with both feet. Definitely a centre-back I would recommend if you're going for someone younger. He's not exactly going to go into a starting 11 of a big team yet. He's only 65 rated, but someone to definitely give some time with, maybe loan out in his first season. Ruben Vargas of Augsburg is next up. 70 overall Swiss winger who can play on both sides. Got really good acceleration, agility, and balance, all those being dark green, and sprint speed and stamina are pretty good as well. This guy is yet another player who is showing great potential, so he's going to have a potential between 80 and 85, as I mentioned earlier. A lot of his technical stats are pretty sort of even and consistent. Ball control, crossing, dribbling, and finishing all being in the latter stages of the 60s. Shot power the same. 20 years of age, 70 overall at the start of the game. Again, someone I've never heard of. Maybe if you're based in Germany, you might know this guy, or based in Switzerland, but personally, I never heard of him going into this game. He might have a potential of about 85 according to SoFIFA, so even if that is wrong, it's probably going to be closer to 85 than 80. High attacking work rate on him, and then 3-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. Now, the big one is Tiago Almada. If you use websites, again, like SoFIFA, you're probably going to know who this guy is, because according to them, his potential is 92. According to the game, that is not necessarily true, however, because he's only got a status of exciting prospect. That is still very good, though. That means he's guaranteed guaranteed to be between 85 and 89. Can play as a cam, left winger, and striker, so pretty versatile is the Vélez Sarsfield Argentinian. Got good dribbling stats, ball control, agility, and then he's also got good finishing as well as curve, being 74. Only 18 years of age, so you know he's going to grow pretty well given his starting overall is 72. Both his traits are CPU only, so not massively interesting. His work rate has let him down slightly, but again, he's a number 10 slash a winger slash a striker, so he doesn't necessarily have to have amazing sort of work rates. Skill moves and weak foot can average, but again, pretty decent in terms of overall, and his potential is going to be at least very, very decent. Renan Lodi is next up, or Lodi. Now, listen, I've never heard of this guy. I imagine if you're an Atletico Madrid fan, you definitely know who he is. He seems like a Felipe Luis regen. Brazilian left back, 21 years of age, unreal physicals page. I imagine he's relatively well known in Spain, but I feel like he's gone under the radar in comparison to other Brazilians who have been brought into La Liga recently. Yet another seemingly very savvy transfer from Atletico. Again, look at his technicals as well. A lot of them in the light greens. He's a very all-round, solid Brazilian left-back here. 21 years of age, 4-star skill moves as well for a fullback is interesting. High attacking work rate, so he'll bomb down the left-hand side. Left-footed, so he can put some good crosses into the box using his strongest foot. Though he's got 3-star weak foot, so not too bad with his right as well. 5'8", has got a potential, is it exciting prospect, I think, on him? Yeah, it is. So he's going to be between 85 and 89, so definitely someone to watch out for there. Now, Jordan Taruna Riga is next up. I hope I have pronounced that right. That was the first attempt, lads. Anyway, the German centre-back with a very interesting name, 72 overall, very decent pace straight off the bat. To say he's only 21, he'll grow in that department. He can play as a centre-back and a left-back, and I'll get on to the reason why you may want to play him as the latter in a second. But first of all, looking at his defensive stats, 77 stand tackling, 73 slide tackling. He's got decent defensive awareness, which is the replacement for marking this year, and he's also good aerially. But he's got high attacking work rate, which is a bit of a nightmare when it comes to centre-backs. I don't want young Taruna Riga flipping meandering forward on his own adventures trying to score goals. I'm pretty sure you can manually change work rates when it comes to team management, so it's not exactly the end of the world, but if you can't really be bothered, it might be worth playing him as a left-back. I don't know. Jan Hotado is next up, striker from Venezuela, though playing in Argentina for Buenos Aires, one of the non-licensed teams in South America. Really good sprint speed on this guy, 85 acceleration and 81 sprint speed. I think I featured this guy actually in a video last year, so if you've seen that, you will know who Jan Hotado is, but I think a lot of people still don't know who this geezer is, and he's got a pretty decent potential as well. He's got exciting prospects, so he's going to be between 85 and 89, as I mentioned earlier on. 70 overall at the start of the game, though, 19 years of age, high attacking work rate, really good technical stats. You can check them out in more detail if you want to pause the video or go back. 4-star skill moves, though, and 3-star weak foot is really pretty decent for a striker. 4-star weak foot would have been amazing, but I mean, I think a lot of young players on the game these days only have 3 maximum. He's right-footed, though, so just try and keep him on his right as much as you can. Next up, we got Thomas Estevez, the third to last player in this video. Quite a few Portuguese-based players this year that are going to be right in some headlines, I feel. Pretty sure every year, Porto, Benfica, and Sporting whip out at least 17 very decent Youth Academy products, and Thomas Estevez is yet another. Now, this guy's really interesting because, again, you know, like, websites have been predicting that he's going to have a potential, or saying that he's going to have a potential of like 86 or 87. Go on the game, and he doesn't even have a status at all, which would indicate that he's going to have a potential less than 80. But I don't really buy that. He's only 17, and his overall's already 65. He has the exact same price in terms of value as Eduardo Charesma, who we saw earlier on. So theoretically, he should definitely have a potential higher than that. He's got high attacking and defensive work rate, which is interesting as a fullback. Decent stamina to back that as well. 4-star weak foot, so you can play him really on either side, which is quite nice. Again, maybe sign him. He might not have the best potential, but sign him and you can easily boost him up using dynamic potential. Penultimate player in this video is Gonazlo Moroni from Sampdoria, attacking midfielder and also left winger from Argentina, 71 overall, decent pace as well as passing stats as you would imagine for an attacking midfielder, 77 dribbling and 76 ball control on this guy. He has got a pretty decent potential as well, exciting prospect once again in that window between 85 and 89. Definitely someone I would recommend. He's not exactly the most expensive player either, and in a day and age where number 10s are so sought after, it's looks quite nice to be able to get someone for pretty cheap. High attacking work rate as well is nice. I think everyone associates attacking mids as being kind of lazy, but it's nice to see he's got high attacking work rate. Might not track back though, only low on defensive. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, 5'7", so quite diminutive, and also, yeah, just a very decent player overall. The final player though, I mean, we had to have a Piemonte Calcio player in just to complete the meme, but Meri Demiral is a new signing for Juventus in real life. The Turkish centre-back is 74 overall at the start of the game, but as I mentioned, he is a new signing. You won't be able to sign him in the first transfer window. I think there's only 3 players like that in this video, which is a bit of a shame, but I think you're always going to encounter that when it comes to any set of young players at all. Demiral, will have to wait till the January transfer window if you want to bring him in. Really solid defensive stats, defensive awareness being 76, stand tackling being 77, high defensive work rate as you would expect and as you would like to see in terms of a defender. A lot of defenders don't have that, but it's nice to see Demiral is at least focused on his defensive capabilities. Again, very tall, 6'4", will be very decent in the air. Anyway, regardless of that, that is your best hidden gems for FIFA 20 career mode, and I hope you have enjoyed. Feel free to leave any more players that you're expecting to be hidden gems down in the comments section below. Whilst you're down there, slap a like on the video and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It's @theofficialfng on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Me